Thank you very, very much for that kind introduction. And thank you all for coming tonight. The Research America organization obviously is really doing great work, and I want to recognize Mary Woolley, like others have, for being a great leader of the organization. And I'd like to obviously thank Gordon and Laura Gund for sponsoring this award. And I want to thank everyone at the Myelin Repair Foundation or involved with the Myelin Repair Foundation in terms of our staff and collaborators and supporters because we are on a mission to demonstrate that medical research can be accelerated, that to go from the bench to bedside, as the common term, we can do that in a much more rapid time frame. So to me, leadership, and this leadership award I think is important to us, leadership is about thinking differently and then executing. And because doing the same thing as everyone else is the definition of following. And so everything about what we do at the Myelin Repair Foundation is different. And I think this recognition by Fast Company magazine as the #9 biotech company in the world is representative of the fact that we do things differently. Clearly, there are, I think, something like 2,500 biotech companies in the country, and to be listed #9 and be a nonprofit, we think is showing that we really do think differently. The results of our effort have been dramatic, and I think that there are really three things that brought me to be here tonight. The first was that I was actually diagnosed with MS when I was 20, and so I've been living with a chronic debilitating disease for 36 years. I think that another thing that brought me to be here was I came out of the business world, and in the business world I learned that how to create solutions and to tap into people to make sure that you accomplish things. And the third was that I patiently waited for a cure for MS for 25 years. And about 10 years ago, as I began to learn about how the medical research effort proceeded, it struck me that there might be a way to do that a little bit faster. And so as I came to this realization about how the system worked, I was fortunate to have basically zero knowledge of medical academic research and zero knowledge of the pharmaceutical industry. And I think I want to repeat that. I mean, I feel like I was fortunate that I did not have that background. And I think that for most people would consider that a drawback, but I think when you're trying to solve a large problem, a clean slate and a lot of really smart people is actually a huge advantage. And that's really what we brought to this, was how can we do this in a very different way? And I think one thing that we've done as an organization from the beginning is bring in really brilliant people to help us think about unique and creative solutions. And I think what that clean slate also allowed was to see simple, logical solutions and assume that they would work instead of thinking about the dozens of reasons why they might not. As a result of the fact that we do think differently, we really have accomplished many, many firsts. And I think one of the most significant firsts is that as a nonprofit, we think that we should use our nonprofit status in a unique way. And one thing that I think is too bad is that with respect to research, most nonprofit organizations have simply funded individual scientists to do individual experiments. And I think that nonprofits have a unique role to play that has been not played until now. As probably everybody in this room knows, there are many, many participants in the value chain. You've got obviously academics, you've got the NIH, you've got the FDA, you've got physicians, you've got pharma, you've got patients. And there's no one of those that plays an overall coordinating role, that thinks about the entire continuum. So one thing that we do as an organization that's very, very different is we try and think about the entire research continuum and how we as an organization can help facilitate speed in every element of that continuum. So what we've done is we've built collaborations among academics, we've built pre-competitive space collaborations among companies. And the whole idea is how can we build collaborations that will speed things up? So anyway, there's quite a few firsts in terms of how we've organized the research plan and how we are bridging the valley of death and how we are working with companies. And I'd be happy to talk to any of you individually about that. But we're very pleased to accept this leadership award because we believe that pioneering a new model is important to all disease research, and that's what we're about as an organization. Thank you very much.